These days, there is often a lot of stress and overwhelm going on in the world. And most of us do not want to watch the news. We do not want to pay attention to what's going on because we are trying to maintain some semblance of calmness, serenity, and joy. And today I am coming to you with my good friend and colleague, Neeta Merchant, who has a very unique practice that can contribute to that. In addition to being a certified nutrition professional, Neeta is also a certified laughter yoga coach. And so we are going to learn about laughter yoga. This episode is sponsored by The Kitchen Table, your ultimate destination for holistic nutrition and wellness information and more. I remember when my kids were young and the seasons went by so fast. I'd find myself staring down at the season ahead, realizing that my get in shape plans somehow just didn't happen. If you can relate to this, I have a solution for you. I've been running my 21-day nutrition reset for the last 10 years. This no diet dogma program is a common sense approach to reclaiming foundationally healthy habits, and you'll be amazed at how much you can shift in 21 days. I designed the curriculum based on my training as a nutrition educator and my passion for healthy eating as the ingredient guru. And now I'm offering it as part of the kitchen table. Inside the kitchen table, you'll have access to a wide range of programs, not only the 21-day nutrition reset, but also a preparedness pantry masterclass, a growing content library of ebooks, and so much more. Learn more at miraskitchentable.com. Neeta, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Mira.
I loved when I got to take your laughter yoga session at HealCon, the conference for the National Association of Nutrition Professionals. And it was so much fun. And so I would love to learn a little bit about how you got into laughter yoga and how you became a laughter yoga coach.
Thank you, Mira. So actually, I got into laughter yoga accidentally. I myself actually was going through a lot of health struggles and everything, and where the doctors had pretty much given up on me. And I decided to take a holistic approach to my health and started doing gentle yoga and meditation, which really helped me a lot. And I decided that I'm going to learn a little bit more about yoga and created my own program. And that's where my actual holistic journey started. And I am originally from India. My culture is Indian. And India is basically full of vivacious, all these traditions, cultures, and everything. So it is very diverse. And I grew up with all that stuff, but we never practiced so much and got into the holistic nutrition field, completed the course through Bowman College, as you're also a graduate from Bowman, and I'm too. And when I started my practice, I was really leaning more and more towards mental health and cancer healing because that's where I saw around us as to how mental health is becoming such a big issue, especially with the kids and all that stuff. So I think my mind just started diverting towards there. And I'm also part of a South Asian Seniors Association where I'm a board member there. And we are doing some classes for the seniors there. And one of the gentlemen, he's retired and he's a laughter yoga instructor. So I was hosting his class. And first I'm thinking, what is this weird thing you're doing? Just laughing for no reason. And after about a couple of times, I started understanding a little bit more as to what it is and all. And I said, you know what? I want to become a laughter yoga instructor. And I think the practice where I was going in with this mental health and cancer healing, it just fitted in so well. And my journey is basically, I do feel that the Almighty from up is just directing me. That's really how I landed in here. And I became an instructor. Somehow people started calling me for laughter yoga more. And I'm actually teaching at some of the wellness clinics here in Orange County where we live. And after that, I decided I want to become a teacher. So I actually went and trained myself, went to India, met the founder, Dr. Madan Kataria, he's a medical doctor who started this program. And I trained under him and became a certified teacher for laughter yoga here so that I can teach other people and also any other professionals, or like a yoga teacher, or even bring it in the schools and all that stuff.
That
That's
is
really exciting.
I know, and that is such a wonderful thing. I remember taking the session with you, how interesting it was that at the beginning, it's early in the morning because it was like a 7 o'clock in the morning thing, West Coast time, which is not my time zone. So I was pretty tired. When you're standing there, it's okay, stretch. Yeah, okay. Haven't even had a cup of tea yet. And you're like, okay, just laugh. Even if you don't feel like it, just laugh. And you can tell everybody's feeling a little nervous and a little uncomfortable. But by the end, oh my gosh, there were so many belly laughs going on and it was real. Can you talk a little bit about some of the therapeutic benefit of engaging in a practice like this?
Like you said, that we just laugh for no reason. And then what does laughter do? After some time, it just becomes so contagious that you just start laughing, even though you did not want to laugh. So there's so many health benefits attached to it. So holistic nutrition is all our overall wellness, correct? The same thing goes with the laughter yoga too, as to it not only, it's basically mind, body, and spirit, that everything is being connected. Your social and your mental. Socially, you're connecting with other people. You're making friends with other people. When you're laughing, the world laughs with you. And when you're sad, you're all by yourself. So there's a lot of connections that we build in that. Mentally, it really brings, it's like a stress booster. When we are thinking of, we are in such a frustrating situation. And if we bring in this laughter for no reason, you're actually bringing your happy hormones up, your endorphins and dopamine go up, and your stress levels really go down. And then physically, of course, you're getting a lot more oxygen and all that stuff too. So that really helps a lot. Emotionally, your mood gets better, because when you're laughing, automatically you're smiling, and your body is just, somehow your mind and body is connected, right? So the emotion brings the motion. So that's basically what it is. And then, as laughter is the best medicine, and it brings enhances the life longevity. So it not only helps overall, I've given you the picture, but it helps with your heart health, your gut health, your immune system. Everything is bringing laughter and joy.
And it's funny what you were saying about how it's contagious, because it is. I remember sometimes we were standing up, sometimes we were lying down, but at a certain point we were lying there and we were all giggling. We just couldn't help it. It just, one person would start and then it rippled through and we're all lying there just giggling, which was really funny. Can you talk about some of the different types of laughter? Because I know when we took the class with you, you walked us through several different styles of laughter.
So there are situations that we do in our laughter. Maybe it's like a happy, maybe you got a lotto or something. And, oh, I just got a lotto.
Yes.
And then the same thing goes the opposite way. You don't have any money, but you're so frustrated, you're angry, or you're like sad. But you cannot change the situation when you really speaking. So what you're trying to do is just laugh at that time in that situation when you're frustrated and upset or sad or anything. But if you bring that emotion in you, automatically what you're doing is your mind is just changing. It just changed. The effect is totally changed in you. And you know what? Yeah, there's nothing I can do about this situation. Maybe you're sitting in a traffic or something and you're frustrated, and you're in the car, you're just getting mad. Like, how many times we see this road rage going on, right? But is that the situation that we can change? We can't change a situation. So if you're laughing, maybe you can bring in singing and like in your car and all that stuff. You have changed the whole environment. The energy that is around you is just totally changed. So
That's really cool. Yeah. And I love you shared at the beginning that you're going into schools and wellness centers. So are you developing specific programs for them to teach people how to do laughter yoga on their own, or do you just go in and you teach a group class?
So what we are doing in these schools is we want to be able to, especially when you're seeing today the mental health issues that is going on in the kids and all that. So what we are trying to do is we've actually created a curriculum where we can actually sit down with the teachers and we can teach teachers in the classes what certain things that they can do. They don't have to do like a whole session the way we do and all that. But it's just like maybe they get some bring like bursts of laughters here and there. It is not only going to help manage their own stress, the teachers, at the same time, it is also kind of stressful situations that the kids are in, and you're teaching them just to bring that burst of laughter here and there and how to do it, what to do scientifically. So that's what we are aiming at. In fact, one of my friends and colleagues over here in Irvine, she's a retired attorney. She actually was an introvert at first, and then when she got into this laughter yoga class, she just loved it. This has become like her passion. And she said, you know what? I want to bring this awareness going on. Like she had the same passion like we have, and she's part of my group now. And she actually talked to the city people because she volunteers a lot over here. And she did not go through school. She just went to the city because in Irvine, the city has a lot of different programs for the schools, for the kids, for the adults, and everything. So she actually got it approved as an after school program for the kids over here. And the feedback that we have gotten, I was asking her, what is the feedback that you get? Are the parents like upset, or we want to know as to what they feel? The feedback was very positive. They just love the energy that the children come up with and all that. But then for them, it was more, oh, yes, we do have this. But at the same time, we also have our other activities going on. So it just becomes, but the feedback was not negative. That's for sure. So that's the reason why now we are trying. And in fact, we have already built a curriculum and we are launching it in August. Once when the vacations are ending and the schools are going to be starting back. So that's where our plan is. In fact, I actually did a session in the Boys and Girls Club. And I'm also a Rotarian. I'm part of a Rotary Club, and I was the chair for the youth services, vocational services. So they had asked me to come and speak about laughter yoga and do a little session. And these were teenagers. So to get it with teenagers, it's just so hard. But and the instructor over there, she was saying that normally they don't like to go to any speaker workshops and all that stuff, but they were so looking forward to this laughter because it was just they were inquisitive as to what is this laughter? You will be very surprised, Mira, that they were rolling with laughter. Even though, yes, it was funny, they were making a little fun, but that's the whole point, that you are just rolling with laughter. And even if I did just do a couple exercises with them, just like clapping your hands, oh my God, they just did a wonderful job. And I did not even have to do anything. And they got their 15 to 20 minutes of laughter.
They did it all themselves. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So can you demonstrate with us and share like one simple laughter yoga exercise that someone could try?
We do actually this 2 laughter yoga exercises, which is timed. So we do 1 minute laughter.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So 1 minute laughter is basically, first one is where we are doing a hearty laughter. The laughter in the laughter yoga, what we do is we are doing belly laughter because you want to become unconditional. Normally, when you're conditioned, what you're doing is you're just laughing a little bit. You're not even laughing for more than 30 seconds, right? And you're laughing from the chest. Whereas when you're laughing, if you see kids, how they laugh when they're seeing Santa Claus and all. How does Santa Claus laugh? The hearty laughter, right?
Yes.
And ho, 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 ho. So what we do is we do actually 1 minute laughter where we are starting to laugh, and then after about few seconds and all that stuff, your laughter becomes contagious. And then the second one that we do is a silent laughter. So silent laughter is, say, for example, you are in a movie theater or you're in a classroom or something where the teacher is saying that you can't laugh, or when you're in a theater, you can't laugh out loud because you're going to disturb other people. So what you're doing is you're laughing. You want to laugh so much, but you're holding your belly. Literally, it is controlling. Your core is building stronger and stronger with these two laughter exercises. And I time that for 1 minute, and they have to do it for 1 minute. I know for my Tai Chi class, I used to do, the teacher over there, they used to make it do 3 minutes. Now, 3 minutes is a long time, and it was really hard. Even after 1 minute, you're going to feel sore. So, do you want to go ahead and do that? I know it is going to be a little.
Sure, let's
but-
try it. Let's try it. Why not? And everybody who's watching this, come on, wherever you are, sit, make yourself comfortable. We're going to do this together.
And let's just go ahead and start. 1, 2, 3. Did you see how your laughter became the real laughter now?
I know, it's so funny how that happens.
So actually, let me just tell you, like, there are 4 steps to our laughter yoga. So what we do is we start actually with clapping. So when you're clapping in the laughter yoga, what we do is we are not clapping like this. What we are doing is we are clapping with your palms together and your fingers are together too. Because what you're doing is when you're clapping like this, you are actually activating all your acupressure points. So there is a whole science behind this whole laughter yoga. And that is the reason why it has become viral. And like now it started in 1995. And today they have about it more than 16,000 clubs all over the world. So the first one, let's just go ahead and do some clapping.
Sure.
Yeah. So join your hands like this. And then let's just go ahead and clap. And then you can one way faster. Can you feel the tingling in your hands?
Yeah, like my palms and my fingers are pulsing.
And then what we do is we go ahead and start with chanting ho, ha, ho, ho, ha, ho, ho. So even that ho, ho, ha actually is really building a lot of your oxygen more and releasing all the carbon dioxide, the stale air that is in there, just removing all that stuff too.
So you're forcibly expelling it by those breaths.
Right. So even when you're laughing and all that stuff, if you think about it, and maybe you can check it out later on when you're laughing. So what you're doing is in your laughter, when you're laughing, you're exhaling more out.
So you're exhaling more than you're inhaling.
Exactly.
That would explain why sometimes when I laugh so hard, I feel like I can't breathe because
you can't breathe because you're exhaled out all the air, carbon. Normally, when we are inhaling and exhaling and all that stuff, what we are doing is there's science where we are doing only like 500 ml, whereas you have in your lungs capacity is about 3 liters air that it can store. And but you are not able to remove all that stuff. So with this, when you're doing it, you're exhaling all that other stale air that is still in there, and then you get your fresh carbon dioxide in there, and you have gotten more oxygen too. What does more oxygen bring? It brings more blood flow, everything from your cells to your brain, right? If you see when you are angry or upset, your mind gets clogged, your mind is fogged. Whereas when you are happy and you're laughing, your mind is more clearer and focused. Yeah. And then the second part of the laughter, the second step to the laughter yoga is your deep breathing exercises. In laughter yoga, we are not doing any cartwheels or anything like yoga poses and all that stuff. So yoga has so many different forms. And laughter yoga is more pranayam, which is a deep breathing exercises. So what we do is you're inhaling, inhale through your nose, take 4 counts, breathe in. Hold for 3 counts and exhale out slowly through your mouth, 8 counts. So that's how the deep breathing is done. And then we have the childlike playfulness, because that's the whole concept behind laughter yoga is laughter is actually children are the ones who actually do it with their body, not their mind. And that's what we really want to do as grown-ups. What we do is we actually laugh to our mind and not through our body. And that's what we really want to do. And that's the reason. So in the childlike playfulness, what we do is we also bring our inner child out. And the child is the one which is the most happy person. So when we are doing very good, very good, yay!
I remember that. Oh my gosh. I remember that. And we all felt so silly, like we were looking at each other at first. And then like we really got into it. We didn't care because it was so much fun.
That's exactly what it is when you said that we don't care. And that's exactly the whole point, that we are releasing ourselves. We are just getting out of that, all the condition that we have in ourselves, that we cannot laugh, we cannot talk. So we want to be able to free our whole soul, ourselves, to just be happy. It does not matter who is around you or what, especially that's the reason why we do it in a controlled environment. Because if we are doing it outside anywhere, just laughing like that, people are going to think you're crazy. So when we are doing this as a genuine exercise, and that's the reason why laughter yoga is a unique exercise program and not something that you're just going to go ahead and start laughing outside for no reason, because then you're going to be, oh my God, you're crazy. And then the last one, of course, we are doing the laughter exercises. Like I explained, there are different situations, that scenarios that we can create, and we can just do it and just bring that part in it and forcefully bring it.
That is so wonderful. Neeta, you've shared so much with us, and I absolutely love it. It's very clear you're passionate about this and you have so much to offer. I'm really excited for all of the people in your area who are going to get to do this with you specifically. If someone who's watching this wanted to connect with you and learn more, how do they reach you?
They can connect with me. I do have a website, neetamerchantwellness.com. And my handles, I am also on Facebook and Instagram, and my handles are Neeta Merchant Wellness. They can also connect with me, NEETA at neetamerchantwellness.com. That's my email address. And, or they can also have info at neetamerchantwellness.com.
So you don't just work in person, like you can do with people remotely and stuff as well.
We can do that remotely too. I actually teach, I do have courses. There are two courses. One is a basic laughter yoga course, and one is a professional. It's a little certification of laughter yoga instructor or leader. So yeah, if you're doing basic yoga, that's basically for yourself. And maybe you want to do it just with your friends and all that. But if you're a yoga teacher or any other professional and you want to bring this into your practice and all, and you want to get certified, I know it's very with the wellness clinics. It can be also at the hospitals, corporate wellness corporations. Big corporations have brought this as their employee wellness program, like Google and Capital One. And there are so many of them. In fact, Oprah Winfrey, she did it too. And she endorsed it. She said, yes, it works.
That is so great. What a cool thing. Thank you so much for sharing with us about the beautiful benefits of laughter yoga. And for everyone who's watching, I hope you find the opportunity to incorporate more laughter into your life. I will make sure to put the links and the information that Neeta shared below. And thank you again, Neeta, for joining us. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And remember, in everything you do, to make today a healthy day. Bye, folks.
Bye. Let's laugh.
We'll go out with a laugh.
Yes.